pressure is perceived by the individual as being at an acceptable level for them, it can help them to focus the mind and provides that motivation that we've just spoken about. And this type of pressure is known as eustress. However, if the pressure is perceived as not being at an acceptable level by the individual, so it doesn't matter what you think about the pressure that's being put on an individual, it's what they perceive to be an acceptable level by themselves, then this is what's commonly referred to as stress, or the proper term being distress, when the pressure is perceived by the individual as being too high, not an acceptable level. Now, the human body has an innate coping mechanism for managing the effects of stress, and when the pressure or stressful situation goes away, then the body recovers quickly. Unfortunately, the human nervous system and brain have not yet adapted to life in the 21st century. Our innate stress coping mechanisms date back to a time when life was very different, a time when stress factors were more survival orientated and not constant. There's clearly a massive difference today where we are constantly switched on and the challenges and demands upon us are high with little or no respite. Long-term stress and anxiety is nothing new. It's been steadily rising in the population for many years, even before the pandemic or the current global challenges. And as we know, if pressure becomes excessive and left unmanaged for prolonged periods of time, well, that's when it can lead to the life-threatening diseases and anxiety and depression, etc. In our lives are not necessarily one or two major situations. Stress is cumulative. All of those everyday stresses that we all have, getting stuck in traffic jams, illness, public transport strikes, problems at home, all add up and can take us close to our stress thresholds. And that's before we've even thought about the demands and challenges in the workplace. And in actual fact, I was reading today that the biggest stress factor at the moment in most people's lives is the cost of living and the rising costs, etc., which is hardly surprising. Stress is conventionally defined as, let you read that. McEwen and Giordano's also suggested that, and I'll give you a second to read it. The way we respond to stressful situations and the impact it has upon us is determined by the way we think about stress. The way we respond to a stressful situation and the actual impact it has upon our health and well-being is determined by the way we think about stress.